Welcome back! Today we're heading to Rhode Island, the smallest state but possibly the creepiest. Don't let its size fool you. This place is packed with haunted history and ghost stories at every turn. From infamous farmhouses to gothic mansions, Rhode Island's legends are as thick as the fog rolling off Narragansett Bay. I've dug deep into the lore to bring you the top 5 most haunted spots in the Ocean State. Are these tales true or just creaky floorboards and wild imaginations? You decide. Let's dive into Rhode Island's darkest corners. Let's journey into the realm where Hollywood horror got its chilling inspiration. We're diving deep into the stories that blur the line between cinematic scares and real-life terror. First up, we have the infamous Conjuring House in Harrisville, Rhode Island, a place that has captured the imagination of millions and continues to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to learn its secrets. This isn't just any old house, it's the real-life inspiration for the blockbuster horror franchise, The Conjuring. The films brought the terrifying tales of this house to the big screen, but the true story is even more unsettling. It's a story of a family, a house, and a presence that refused to stay silent. In 1971, the Perron family, seeking a peaceful escape from the city, moved into this seemingly idyllic countryside home, expecting country bliss and a fresh start. Little did they know their dreams of tranquility would soon turn into a nightmare beyond comprehension. They were about to become unwilling participants in a real-life horror story. Instead, they got a decade of terror, a relentless onslaught of paranormal activity that would test their sanity and their family bonds. What started as subtle disturbances quickly escalated into a full-blown haunting, turning their dream home into a living hell. The house seemed to have a life of its own, filled with disembodied voices, doors slamming shut with violent force and unexplained noises echoing through the halls. The sounds were constant reminders that they were not alone, that something else was sharing their home. The activity grew increasingly bizarre and frightening, with reports of levitating beds, objects moving on their own, and ghostly apparitions appearing in the dead of night. Sleep became a luxury as the family lived in constant fear of what might happen next. But the most notorious spirit, the one that seemed to be the ringleader of this paranormal circus, Bathsheba Sherman, a name that sends chills down the spines of paranormal investigators and horror enthusiasts alike. She was rumored to be a 19th century witch, a woman shrouded in mystery and whispered tales of dark practices and malevolent intentions. Her presence seemed to permeate every corner of the house, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurked within. Whether she was a villain, a practitioner of dark arts, or simply a victim of gossip and circumstance, a woman unfairly accused and vilified by her community remains a subject of debate. But the Perrons, living through their terrifying ordeal, firmly believed she was the source of their torment, the entity responsible for the horrors they were experiencing. They felt her presence, her anger, her malevolence, and it was directed squarely at them. Carolyn Perron, the mother of the family, was allegedly targeted with particular intensity, becoming the focal point of Bathsheba's wrath. She was the one who bore the brunt of the paranormal attacks, the one who suffered the most. She was pinched, slapped, scratched, and subjected to a barrage of physical torment that left her bruised and terrified. The attacks were relentless, leaving her with no escape from the entity's grasp. The attacks escalated to the point where she was even stabbed by unseen hands, leaving her with wounds that defied explanation. The family was living in a state of constant fear, unsure of what horrors the next day would bring. The haunting reached its terrifying climax during a seance gone wrong, a desperate attempt to communicate with the spirits and find a way to end their torment. But instead of bringing peace, it unleashed something far more sinister. In their desperation, the family made the pivotal decision of calling in Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famous paranormal investigators, hoping they could shed light on the dark forces at play and bring an end to the nightmare. After their investigation, the Warrens declared the house infested, confirming the Perrons' worst fears and setting the stage for a battle against the supernatural. They believed the house was not just haunted, but under the control of a powerful and malevolent entity. In an attempt to rid the house of its evil presence, the Warrens performed multiple cleansings, conducting religious rituals and spiritual ceremonies aimed at banishing the spirits and restoring peace to the home. Even after the Perrons left the house, seeking refuge from the relentless haunting, the dark legacy of the Conjuring House continued to linger. New owners reported the same unsettling phenomena, doors opening and closing on their own, seemingly without human intervention. The house refused to relinquish its secrets, continuing to torment those who dared to inhabit it. They also reported phantom footsteps echoing through the empty hallways, chilling whispers carried on the wind, and an overall sense of unease that permeated every room. The house seemed to be alive, breathing with a dark energy that refused to be silenced. Today, thrill seekers and paranormal enthusiasts flock to the Conjuring House, drawn by its dark history and the promise of a brush with the supernatural. They come seeking answers, hoping to experience the same chills that plagued the Perron family. Many come hoping to catch a glimpse of Bathsheba, to feel her presence, or to capture evidence of her existence on camera. They seek to unravel the mystery surrounding her, and to understand the source of the house's haunting. Or perhaps, they simply want to feel the oppressive energy that's become legend, to experience the fear and unease that has made the Conjuring House one of the most infamous haunted locations in the world. Is it a true portal to the other side, a gateway to the spirit world where the veil between the living and the dead is thin? Or is it just a case of folklore run wild, a story that has been embellished and exaggerated over time, fueled by fear and imagination? Either way, the Conjuring House stands as a global haunt icon, a testament to the enduring power of fear and the human fascination with the unknown. Its story continues to captivate and terrify, inspiring countless books, movies, and documentaries. One thing's certain, whether you believe in ghosts or not, the story of the Conjuring House is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of the ordinary. So if you ever find yourself near Harrisville, Rhode Island, you might be tempted to visit the Conjuring House, but be warned, you won't want to play hide and clap here. The spirits might just join in, and you might not like who you find. Now, with our hearts pounding and our nerves on edge, let's steel ourselves and move on to the next haunted mansion. Another location where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs into a terrifying unknown. Next, we visit Newport's Belcourt Castle, a 60-room Gothic mansion filled with haunted antiques. The Tinney family, who owned it in the 1950s, believed their global collection brought spirits along for the ride. The most infamous objects? 2 cursed chairs that reportedly eject sitters, and a haunted mirror where visitors see ghostly faces instead of their own. The castle's most famous ghost is a monk, said to haunt the ballroom and even inhabit a suit of armor. Guests have reported chanting, cold spots, and being touched by invisible hands. Paranormal teams have captured EVPs and strange myths, adding to the castle's eerie reputation. Belcourt is a reminder, sometimes, it's not just the house that's haunted, it's the things inside. Be careful what you bring home from an estate sale. Our third stop on this spectral journey is Seaview Terrace. Prepare to be captivated by its grandeur and intrigued by its ghostly whispers. Also known as the Carey Mansion, this architectural marvel stands as a testament to a bygone era of opulence and mystery. Its very name evokes images of sweeping ocean views and hidden secrets. But Seaview Terrace holds a special place in pop culture history. Famous as the exterior of Collinwood in the iconic TV series Dark Shadows. The show's eerie atmosphere and supernatural themes found a perfect visual representation in this imposing structure. This sprawling Gothic Newport mansion isn't just a pretty face, it's a repository of chilling tales and unexplained phenomena. Its stones seem to whisper stories of the past, inviting us to delve deeper into its haunted history. Beyond its architectural beauty, this mansion is packed with real-life ghost stories, making it a prime destination for paranormal enthusiasts and curious visitors alike. The veil between worlds seems thin here, especially since the Martin family, who once resided within these walls, began documenting strange and unsettling events as far back as the 1970s. Their experiences offer a glimpse into the unseen forces that may still linger within. Among the spectral residents, the most famous spirit is Julia Bradley, a former inhabitant whose presence is still felt throughout the mansion. Her story is intertwined with the very fabric of Seaview Terrace. Julia is often sensed in her old bedroom, not through visual apparitions, but by the delicate and lingering scent of her perfume, a fragrant reminder of her life and times. It's a subtle yet powerful indication of her continued presence. Others have reported catching glimpses of a misty figure standing at the window, gazing out at the sea as if still longing for something beyond this world. These fleeting sightings add to the mansion's aura of mystery and intrigue. But not all spirits residing within Seaview Terrace are gentle or benign. Some seem to harbor a more restless energy, a sense of unease that permeates the very air. There have been reports of poltergeist activity, mischievous and sometimes malevolent manifestations that suggest a more turbulent presence. Slamming doors echo through the empty halls, seemingly of their own accord, startling visitors and adding to the mansion's unsettling atmosphere. And even more disturbingly, flying objects have been reported, objects moving inexplicably through the air, defying gravity and logic. These incidents fuel the belief that something truly extraordinary is happening within these walls. The mansion's intricate maze of rooms and hidden secret passages only adds to the eerie and disorienting atmosphere, making it easy to get lost, both physically and mentally, within its depths. Even students who lived here back when it served as a dormitory have their own chilling tales to tell, adding another layer to the mansion's already rich tapestry of paranormal experiences. They told stories of shadowy figures lurking in the corridors, and whispered voices echoing through the halls late at night, experiences that left them with a lingering sense of unease and the feeling that they were never truly alone. Whether these phenomena are rooted in genuine hauntings, echoes of the past, or simply the product of overactive imaginations, Seaview Terrace undeniably blurs the line between legend and reality, leaving visitors to question what they truly believe. It's a Gothic icon, a place where the weight of history is palpable and where the past never quite lets go, continuing to resonate within its walls and captivating the imaginations of all who dare to enter. Next, we check into Providence's Biltmore Hotel, now the Graduate Providence, where luxury meets lingering spirits. Built in 1922, the hotel's Prohibition-era past is filled with tales of mobsters, secret tunnels, and dark rituals. The most famous ghost? A woman in white said to haunt the 14th floor after a tragic murder-suicide. Guests report screams, phantom parties, and elevators that seem to have a mind of their own. The hotel also served as a wartime hospital, and some believe the pain and loss left a spiritual imprint. Paranormal investigators have captured chilling EVPs and shadowy figures, especially on the 14th floor. The Biltmore embraces its haunted reputation, offering ghost tours and haunted packages for the brave. Here the past never checks out, and neither do some of its guests. Our journey through Rhode Island's haunted landscape takes us now to a place where the veil between worlds seems particularly thin. Colt State Park in Bristol, a sprawling and beautiful spot by Narragansett Bay. During the day, it's a haven for families, dog walkers, and anyone seeking a bit of tranquility. But as dusk settles, a different energy stirs within its borders. Beneath the picturesque scenery lies a hidden haunted side, a collection of eerie tales whispered among locals and paranormal investigators alike. Once the grand estate of Samuel P. Colt, the industrialist and philanthropist, this park carries the weight of history, both celebrated and unsettling. Colt's legacy is etched into every corner of the park, but so too, it seems, are echoes of the past that refuse to stay silent. The park is home to ghost stories that are subtle but chilling, experiences that leave visitors questioning what they saw, what they heard, and what might truly linger beyond the realm of the living. One of the most frequently reported phenomena involves the imposing bull statue that stands guard over the park. Visitors report the bull statue's eyes glowing red at night, a demonic visage appearing in the darkness, a chilling sight that sends shivers down the spines of even the most skeptical observers. But the bull isn't the only source of unease. Many have reported disembodied whispers in the trees, voices carried on the wind that seem to speak directly to the listener, unintelligible yet undeniably present. Adding to the unsettling atmosphere is the laughter of unseen children, playful sounds that echo through the empty playgrounds and along the shoreline, a reminder of lives lived and perhaps lingering spirits. Apparitions include a boy in old-fashioned clothes, a fleeting glimpse of a child from a bygone era, a spectral figure that vanishes as quickly as he appears. And then there's the tall man in a dark suit, a shadowy figure often seen walking the paths, his presence radiating an air of authority and mystery. Could it be possibly Colt himself, forever bound to the estate he so meticulously crafted? The question hangs heavy in the air, unanswered but ever present. These figures are seen wandering the grounds, their spectral forms a constant reminder of the park's rich and complex history. Some say the land's ancient Wampanoag history, predating Colt's estate by centuries, contributes to the park's paranormal activity. The echoes of their presence, their stories, and their connection to the land adds to its mysterious energy, creating a palpable sense of the past. It's said that certain wooded areas evoke a deep sense of dread, a feeling of being watched, of being unwelcome, a primal fear that grips the soul. Paranormal teams have recorded whispers, EVPs that seem to capture the voices of the unseen, fragments of conversations from another realm. They've also documented strange mists, ethereal formations that appear and dissipate without explanation, swirling through the air like ghostly apparitions. All of this making this open-air haunt uniquely unsettling, a place where the beauty of nature intertwines with the chilling presence of the supernatural. Colt State Park proves that ghosts aren't confined to old buildings. They aren't restricted by walls or ceilings. Instead, they can linger anywhere the past refuses to fade, anywhere the echoes of history resonate with the present. So next time you picnic here, spread out your blanket and enjoy the scenery, but listen closely, be aware of your surroundings. Because you might just find that you're not alone, that you're sharing your afternoon with a spectral guest. Rhode Island spirits roam far beyond four walls. They inhabit the parks, the beaches, and the very air we breathe, a constant reminder of the stories that lie just beneath the surface. And there you have it, 5 of Rhode Island's most haunted places, from infamous farmhouses to haunted parks. Which story chilled you the most? Have you had your own paranormal encounter in Rhode Island? Share your tales in the comments. If you enjoyed this ghostly tour, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more haunted adventures. Thanks for joining me on this spooky journey. Until next time, keep your nightlight handy, and don't ignore those bumps in the night. Sleep tight.